Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and it's going to be warm today, or probably 30 something degrees, and that's good. Now, I was working on this other thing the other day, this piece here, and I have gone off on I went down some sort of rabbit hole and have been lost. Not going to do a little bit today on that, I don't think. We'll see how we go, because I was going to get a drink of water. I have a terrible habit of tipping the water out and not drinking it, just leaving it sitting in the glass. Can you excuse me a minute, thank you. There we go. Got the window open today. It's really cool. Actually, it's not. So in here, I want to work with some flowers or some flowers or yo-yos, because I love doing those things. And I've got some things in here because I cannot. Somebody, not somebody at all. I just can't find me. What's the name? Yo-yo box, but I found my hexagon box, and I found different yo-yos from other places in the room, and there's a few things in there we can look at another day, but we've got these here today because we want to work on these. I don't know about, I just absolutely love doing these sort of things, you know, and turning them into something good. So I do have this really nice stuff too that I bought on Temu that makes nice flowers and yo-yos. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do some nice flowers and yo-yos. Look at it. I have got a lot in here. Maybe I'll put them all in here. Well, I can't find the. I thought it had a different box though, to be honest. I thought there was another box with them in, so that turns out like that. Okay. These are strips that I made to go down the side of journals, which I will. That's just cut out of the front of a shirt. I do love to recycle stuff. I do love to recycle things. My favourites, excuse me. I just do. Now these flowers you can wait until another day, I thought. Yeah, we just need these ones for today. Now what's in this one? Here's more. Maybe I moved them onto here, but I don't remember doing that because I do have a fair few, don't I? So, and things to do with them too. We need to find out what we can do with these, don't we? Because there's a lot about. Well, I seem to have a lot about. I got in this one, and they're leaves. I just have a circle thing, and they're leaves mostly. This one here's got little bits. Well, these are good for adding on to things anyway, so I do love these bits. They look awesome. They look good in an underworld thing, which I keep on. I'm looking into this underworld business, not underworld, underwater. The other day, didn't I? Okay, so welcome to my channel. If you're here, you must be looking for something to do, I suppose. But I will do something. I promise I'll get something done today. That's not bad. I get distracted by things sometimes, as we all do, especially if we see something pretty. You know how that is. Anyway, usually I put stuff in here that I can go and do a bit out in the lounge room with, and then I can just, I've got bits to work with, you know. But anyway, so that's a lot out of there, and then I've got this other lot here. So let me see, what are we going to do? Well, look at, you can see what I've done with these ones. This is a piece of velvet ribbon that I have just gathered up and then put the stitches around the outside. And there's another bit of ribbon. Here's a yo-yo-y thing, or suffle puff, but I do like the word yo-yos because they are interesting. Some of these are wonky and some of them are okay, aren't they? Some of them are okay and some are wonky. You can make them out of a straight piece of material too. You don't have to have a. You don't have to do the. What's the name thing? That looks pretty. That might even look better. That looks even better. And then has the beads around the outside of that one. That'll work. This one here's been worked to that far, so then there'll be something else needed for that. These ones here that are nice, aren't they? I like those. So this one here's coming undone. You would be hoping that I did that on purpose, because if I didn't, I need to put it back together, don't I? That's the thing too, we better be careful doing that. Okay, so you can make these by yourself. Like when I say by yourself, you can cut them out and just sew them. I don't mind doing that, but I like them to be turned under too, because I think that gives them a nice finish on the top. Or you can have that sort of finish where you got all this flowers out there. Let me see what we've got here. I don't think I must not have a yo-yo box, because I do have a few here. Anyway, we'll just do a little look for a minute and get some of these out of here. So these are another lot that I've come across, because like I said, there's lots of things in this room that I really like. Look at that. Oh dear. There's lots of things in here that I've found that I haven't seen for a really long time, and that makes me happy, I tell you, it does, because even the hexes, I'll pick them out of here because I've got a box there I can put them in. And then what will this box be? Just stuff? More circles? I might have enough here to make a quilt at this rate. I just make them. I make them and I don't know what to do with them. Now that's a disaster, I can see that. That one was a disaster. This is pretty. I like these bits here, all these good bits. Things to do with, stuff with. There's another hexie. And I started making a quilt for Margot after she was born. I'm a bit ashamed to show you how much I've got done, because she's 2 now. I did not think that it was going to be on her bed until she was about 12 anyway, so I wasn't pushing. So I wasn't saying it was going to be there very soon. That's nice, isn't it? Okay, so I think I got all them. There's leaves and things and what have you in there. Right, now this hexie box has actually got some cutout bits in there. I have 2 with hexies in it, and I think these were the ones for Margot. This was going to be Margot's quilt here. Look, this is all I've done so far. And I'm sure we're going to need hundreds of these, aren't we? I mean, I suppose I could start. Oh, that was a bead that just run down there, not a spider. Okay, so look, I've got this many done. So I'm paper piecing these, and that's how many I've got done with those. There's some circles in here. I should probably carry this box around with me because it's all ready to go. It just probably needs to. I suppose I've got plenty of those. And don't worry, because I could probably. Yeah, and I'll still do this. I will still do this. I really enjoy doing this. So I might just have to take that with me when I don't know about the circles. They don't need to be in there, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. And there's a nice row of thread in there too, so that's good. And these are the next lot. So these ones are still hexies, I think. Well, looks like I got some circles cut out. Only this many. Oh, hang on. Here's a couple more. I do like that when I don't have to cut them out, but there's a cardboard piece. You never know, that might. Look at these ones. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they really pretty? So I love these, and I bought a lot from Vinnie's too. I bought a lot of these from Vinnie's, and these ones here, I have actually. These were probably the first ones I started doing, and they are big, so I could to be putting all together. I suppose I could make something for Margaret. And this is a pin cushion box or needle book that I was making. Got that far. Pretty cool, eh? But anyway, there's a video on there somewhere on that. I did a video on that, but there's no circles in there. Although I've got those ones. So I've got those circles. So, hexies. I'll have to go back in that one. There's another one. I did have a few more, didn't I? Here. Maybe I didn't put them out. I don't know. Anyway. I do use a few of my circles on things, so maybe I've used up, maybe I've used them up. I don't know. Me and Jeremy looked around here and everywhere, and there's nothing that says yo-yo on it anywhere. So I don't know what I've done with them. But then again, the other day we were in here looking for something for ages, and the box just was turned around the wrong way. This is kind of a disaster, this bit. I'll just fix that and I'll get on with it. We'll take that off there. First of all, the flower's really big and hoofy for this. It's made out of a circle, I'd say, by the look of that. Maybe. Maybe not. Anyway, so let's see. We can just cut out a circle and make Whether I'll decorate it, there's more hexies there. Whether I'll decorate these, any of those today, I don't know, but I'll work on these here. So, when you cut them out, you've got to think of which way you want to use them. Like if you've got a pattern on there, so you're losing it if it's underneath, you're losing the pattern. But then you can use your shuffle puff upside down and put something on this side, you know, or if you've got a, excuse me, if you've got a little something to put on top of it, you can use it upside down and it'll just look like that. But you can also stuff them and make them bigger, you know, so there's lots of ideas out there. Everybody knows how to do this, but if maybe somebody doesn't, so I'm going to start because I like to make them. I really enjoy doing this, so let me see if we can have a needle anywhere handy. Some here. I have got also with me today to give me a hand with this is I've got these making ones that you make the puffs out of. I've got a circle, I don't need a square, and I've got all these circles here on this thing that I bought so I can just measure. It's something easy, you know, so I can just get something out and do it easy, and I'll just show you that in a minute. I'm just going to sew this and show you the difference of how this works doing it yourself. Now, I don't know whether you need to know what size you want first. You don't have to, but if you know you've got an idea, you should probably cut it. Right, so that'd be a half a centimetre probably wider, and I've got the flower on that bit, which you're not going to see because all this bit will be gathered up. So anyway, we'll just do this one. I hope this is the right side. They're both really pretty plain, aren't they? I think it's this one though. So I'm just going to go around here and do some gathering stitches about a half a centimetre in or quarter of an inch. Depends where we are. I use inches and centimetres because I cannot just work on I just get all over the place, truly. I was mostly eyeball most things. So my daughter's at home now with her babies, with her new baby and her little girl. So she's got two little girls now. And I think Margot's pleased, except when the baby has some bottled milk, oh, well, not bottled milk, mother milk, the little Margot has to have a little cup of milk too. She has to have some when the baby has some, so that's cool. Yeah. It's the way it is, isn't it? You got to look after them all. You don't want anybody to get upset. So that pulls in pretty good. You know, I don't know if I took it too far in. I don't think I did, but you never know, do you? You could have done something. Although that looks really nice. It's got the bit of green on it. It's a pretty colour, isn't it? That's a pretty colour, right? I've got itchy face. That happens to me all the time. So then on that I can have a button, or, which I moved over that way, why did I do that? I can have a button or some other thing, you know, you don't want anything too big because you don't want to cover up all that pretty, you don't want to cover up all the pretty bits. Got some buttons in here. I like the green one, it's nice. But then again, it's a little bit dark on this white. Okay, that's not big enough. Blue I'm not really sure about on there. Goodness. Yeah, well I know where all my buttons are and they're not here. What have I got in this one? Oops. Another little shuffle puff. Another little shuffle puff. That could go on. This here could go on there. this one, or this one. There's ideas and decisions everywhere, isn't there? I don't know about that. I think about the pink one. I think it looks nice. I don't like this. This is nice. That one. You've got to put something in the centre then, Sonia. Or you can use these flat pearly things. If you've got some of these. That's not the right colour. That might work. I think I like a style where it makes it look a bit vintage, you know. So you want to pull that up really tight and put a back stitch in there. You don't want it to go anywhere. You're going to have to come up with something to make out of it. I suppose I could do a quilt. If I get enough things together one day, I might be able to make a quilt. I hope I'm not too close to this camera. I've just got my head underneath it, I think. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I think that's got it. I think I'll have another stitch. I'll have another stitch to make sure I've got it. And I have a box around here somewhere with flowers in it that I could use. I did want to put a button on it though. Well, because I know I left them out in the other room, I did want to put a button on them. Well, that covers it, and that's what you really need, is to cover that centre part. I like this one. I like this. This looks good. I don't know where I got it from. Excuse me. It's this fluff I'm breathing in that does this to me, I think. all the fluff. And it doesn't matter. Come through there, Sonia. It's okay. I suppose I'm going through a lot of thicknesses of fabric. So that's the trouble with that. Yeah, we're going to have to make something to... I had a really good sleep last night. The only thing wrong is I feel like I need to go back to sleep right now because you know, you can overdo it, can't you, maybe? I don't know. Don't think so. Yesterday I didn't do nothing. Well, nothing productive, really. You know, I felt like I wasn't doing anything productive. Then this morning, I was looking for something and I went down a rabbit hole on that computer and I couldn't get... I got out, but it was a lot of hard work in off there. You just find things and you don't realise that that's just stuck in there then. Okay, so I think I want something around the outside of this. I know to make things a bit more interesting for you, something that maybe I have done, but I'm going to do it again anyway. I think I'm going to do something else around the edge of this. Although whether it'll show up or not's another thing, because it's floral. Oh no, it's not. It's a nice white. Nice and white around the edge. So if I move some of this stuff from underneath it, because that one, well, I'll just do the other yo-yo first. These ones, okay? These are really easy to make. I do like the small one. I just really like the small one. Only thing is, I don't have a circle that big, I don't think. I don't think that, so you need to make sure it's going to come over into there. So, it needs to be bigger than that, doesn't it? What about this? One of these. Here we go. I wonder if that'll fit. Should do. It'll work. I know it'll work. I do like this, though. It's a bit big. I'll do this one first. Okay, so you buy these, and I don't know what they cost now, but they were a little bit expensive at one time. I suppose they still are. But for what they are, they're pretty good. So you got little lines here, little divots, if you can see that. I don't know if you can or not. And they have to line up with these bits here, these three pieces there. Which is not that hard, except you can't see through the fabric to do it that easy, but you see, it'll clip in like that, if you get it. If you get it, it'll clip in like that. Bit of thread, and now I've only been here for a little while, and my foot has gone to sleep. That's not good. It's not good at all. I must be leaning on my nerve in my leg or something. It feels weird. Actually, I can't feel it already. Oh dear. Okay, right, so therefore you've got these bits on this side here that you're going to sew through. You come up through the back. What have I done here now? Okay, and you go down that side. Okay, and then while you're doing that, you're picking up that fabric, because you've got it laying down, you lay it down your hand like that, and you just pull it through. This one here, go through. This is nice to do with, I like to do it with a thinner fabric. If you do it with a too thick a fabric, it'll make it a little bit too thick, I think. That, you know, it's up to you, but what you want. I like to press them really flat sometimes to make it more interesting and make it look like it might be a little bit older than what it is. You know, there's just that idea. So you just want to come up through here, go down through there. Pretty clever, these things people make. I am looking to find a few other things, but I don't know. I don't know what I want. I think I'd like some more patterns on different other things, but I don't know what. You know, you feel like you want to make something, you don't know what it is. So I'm back to the beginning, am I? Where's me knot? I don't know why I thought that. Am I back around there? Nope, I don't think so, Sonya. You know, there it is there. I'm not back at all, see? I'm trying to trick myself. Okay. Now. Did you just make any shuffle puffs? Do you like making them? A little yo-yos? I did have a quilt thing with one at one time. I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, so I've come through to this side, and I'm going to pull that out of there. Maybe back through this way. Take this out, which is really easy to do. I know sometimes you can buy the thing with all different sizes in it, like a pattern thing with all different sizes. Now see, that'll depend too on how much bigger I cut that, which is already was cut out, so it was not. You just pull it in. Make him nice and cosy. Flatten him down nice and pull him out there. So it's a little bit thicker than what it would be if I just turned it over myself. But it's alright. I think it's because it's got so many gathers. I don't know how that works, to be honest with you. I don't know. Well, yes, I do, because you've got it doubled over, Sonya, where the other one's not. So this just goes around with one thickness. This one's double over, and now I've caught a knot in it. Oh, come on, I just undo this, or I won't, I'll just leave it. It's not going to be a problem, I don't reckon. So I'll pull it through there before I pull it up tight. I should have caught that. Should have it captured. I'm going to go through here. So that's a few thicknesses of thread, fabric that you're going through, but it's okay. Righto. Another back stitch ending off knot thingy. Do another one. I just don't want it to come undone like that one over there did. That's a bit shocking, isn't it? Okay, so now in the middle of that, that's too big. We go in the middle of that. There's another little button I had here, the white one. Right, here's it. I don't know if I want it with all them holes in it. You know, and I do like these sort of things on it. I do have a thing about these flowers. I think they make it look a bit vintage, don't you? You think they make them look a bit vintage-like? Let's see. I'm just going to cover the whole thing. It was, Embroidery wasn't so big, too big. I think that is too. I'll cut this back a bit, eh? Cut a bit off it, make it just one. Just one. Thing about them, you can do that with it, and it's all good. Look at that. I think that's scrumptious myself. I do like that, how that worked out. I'll just put this on here. I do like the colour of this too. It's a sort of a, I suppose it's a very palish sort of mustardy colour, I guess. But you don't know what you're going to get when it rolls up, when it folds all up, do you? What colours are going to be more prominent? And they fold around. If I do enough of these yo-yo videos, which I've done a few, I will end up with a quilt, won't I, if I keep making more? Yeah, I will. That's got to go back over there a bit, Sonya. Don't pull that too tight. Actually, I'm going to undo that bit, because I don't want it to be sideways. I don't want it to be sideways. No, I have to take another bit out. It's too far over. Where's the next thread at? Here goes the washing machine, knocking like it was to go outside. It's the worst thing Jeremy said he's ever owned, that washing machine. It's only new. Oh, well, when I say new, I don't know if we've had it that... We might have had it 12 months, maybe not. I don't know what was going on with the other one. We'd had it a fair while, but there's something wrong with it, so we had to get rid of it because it was going to... Its time was up. It never carried on like that, and it wasn't... I mean, this has been doing this since it was new, and I said to him, why didn't he return it? And he didn't want to. He said, for issues like, you know, how you get sometimes you return things and you never see them again for years or something. That could happen. See, that went too far over there. I'm going to just stitch that down in there. This is getting really thick for me to get through this. I just want one more stitch in it to hang on to it a bit better. I do, this piece here. So come this way, Sonya. There we go. Now hold it down. Make sure you don't run it through your finger. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Right. So I've got that. Okay. I do like how that turned out. That's really nice, isn't it? Well, you could go there, but I don't want to. So that's one that's made just by cutting it out yourself. And this one here is by doing this here thing. There's not much difference. It's just a bit more bulky. This one's... I really like this. It's a bit bulky, but I do love what I've done there with the check material. It looks really good. This would look okay too if it was a bit bigger. I need to have a bit bigger one of those. I might have to have another mouthful of water here because I'm talking all the time and I get really thirsty. The diabetic persons, we get thirsty when we got this going on, eh? Okay, now, so I do a lot of different ideas around the outside of them. I've done a blanket stitch around that one. I'll put beads around that one. Can't see anything else interesting here, can I? Wait a minute. These all need to be finished, don't they? They're not done enough. So on this one here, I might do this. I might work on this one now because I do love it, and it's made out of a piece of taffeta. It looks like, anyway. It's a little piece of fabric that they use to make undergarments, maybe, or I don't know, some clothes or some other lining and things, bits like that. Okay, so now I need some cotton that I can use to put around the edge of this. It'll make this look cool. What colour do I want? I don't think I... If you just excuse me for a second here while I find something to put around it. Okay, it's not going to be that. I've got some more over here that I can show you. Oh, yeah, I did earlier. And that's made out of a piece of fabric too. I'll do a couple of them in a minute, but I want to do around the outside of this first with a piece of thread. What have I got under there? You'd think I'd have some cotton around here, wouldn't you? You know, really? It's in boxes. How can I say it's in boxes? Oh dear, oh dear. I just want something that's going to show up, but I don't want it too thick, because I've got some yellow there, but that's too thick. I've got some, I think I had some green there, but this is too thick, this one, to do this. So it's the blue, like that. Okay, oh here we are. Here we go. We'll have the mauve one. It'll be nice to do it with. I picked it because it's only small, it shouldn't take too long. See how we go, okay? So see how we go. I don't like to leave things done and not done. You're kidding me? Have we up that far already? What's that say on that thing? I cannot read it. Must be a 3 and a 2, I guess. Okay, so to do this, I want to do a, I'm going to come out of the middle bit. I don't know what I'm going to put in the middle yet, but I'll think about it. So I'm going to do a bullion stitch on here. Okay, give it some, I'll say, interest. So I'll make a tiny stitch there. Okay, you can see what I'm doing, can't you? And I'll do some wraps around. 5, 6, 7. Now that's probably about the size. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll make it big. 13, 14, 15, 16. That might be enough. What do you reckon? Yeah, pull that through, which is going to be tricky because it's what the fabric is, and I've tied it is too tight. Sonya did it too tight, but we won't panic yet, or at all, I hope. And when you pull that down, that should sit out like that. I'll take it back down in the inside of there somewhere, or just outside that, and come across here. This needle is not very sharp. Not really the right thing to do that with. It's just too, it's been obnoxious there. It's not working for me at all. Come over there, you. Let's see if I can find something longer and thinner. Be better than that one. It's too chunky. This one here might be right. Come here. The ideas are endless on what you can do with this stuff. Really endless. I need to have that probably rolled a bit better. I want it to be, sit out a bit more there, look. We need this to be, unless I put too many wraps on it, because that's possible, you know, you can go over the top a bit. It doesn't look too bad. We probably will improve as we go along. It happens, you know, with lots of things we do. You get better as you go along. I'll go up there. So that I'm not making a lot of well, look at that, I come through here for a start, and I shouldn't have done, should I? You know what, we're going to try this again, okay? We're going to try this again. I haven't stitched since yesterday. I'm not up to standard, you know, I'm not ready yet today. You've got to be... Well, that's lost in under there, so that'll be fine. Right. Maybe to show you how to do this, I shouldn't be doing it on this piece of fabric because it's too flimsy, but we can't say we can't do it because we're going to have to, you know. I might not take this thread right through this time. I might just leave it just there. Okay, and then I can take it off later. Now I'm going to only do the amount it's going to take plus, I don't know, a few more, not too many. You don't want to make it too wrong. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm not, don't do it too tight, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, that's enough. That's enough. Righto. Now let's do this. You've done it again, didn't you? I just let go of everything, and that's not handy at all. Try to keep it all under control. It's not easy, but we can do it. You know, it will work. We can't quit. We're not going to quit, it's going to work. Okay, so we can leave it that far out. I've come this far through this video and I'm not giving up yet, okay, because I'm not going to redo it. I refuse. I'm going to keep going with this. If it doesn't work, well, I can just say, well, it doesn't work for me today, aren't I? I'm going to put another stitch on here somewhere. I'll go a bit further than what I did before. Oh, well, maybe not so much, but anyway. It doesn't look too bad. And now I'll go back down in here. Back over to the stitch here. Trying to sneak through without putting too much thread on the outside of the piece of work. Okay, so I wrap it 14 times. I did, didn't I? Now I've got too much here. Oops. Okay, that went wrong, didn't it? Pull that down too far now. Lift it back up, Sonya. Okay. Oops. You know what? I've got a better idea. I've got a really better idea than doing that. I'll do something that we can all do. I don't know. Maybe I will be able to. You never know. Goodness me. I'm having a video. I can't do a bullion stitch today, alright? That's what should be on the thing. That should be on my, what's the name? My title. Oh, look at that. Found another one of those. Look at that. That goes with that. Gee, there's things everywhere, isn't there? Oh, look at that. There's one of these. It's made out of a strip. I'm doing this thing, alright? Okay, I'm doing it. Okay? Now look, we're going to do it easy way this time. Okay, start down here. I got a knot? Hope so. I don't know. Now we're going to do it. One, 2, 3, at least it'll be tidy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oops, look out, 12. That might be enough. It's all twisted to this thread, so we need to be careful. And pull that through there, real easy, really easy to go through, and just pull that down as far as it will go without getting too about doing it too tight, but you need it to be right. Okay, so now we're going to go down in there. I'll show it to you in a minute. I come across here. Don't know why I'm making this sort of singing noise. There we go. Wait a minute, not all the way through yet. Don't get excited there, Sonya. No excitement allowed. Okay. Right. There you go. Look, that works, and it looks good too, doesn't it? So we'll do this again. I'm going to hold that in my hand at the end so I don't pull it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, Sonya. I don't know how many I'll put through there, do you? If I pull this all the way through that, it'll all the way through the needle, it'll untangle it. Do you usually remember how many I put in there? I'll do one more way. I don't know. I've not even thought about it. And see, that pulls through so easy. You don't have to fight with it or nothing. And I don't know if that's fair enough through or not. Let me see. It looks good. I like it. And then we'll go all the way around on there with that. But not today because we've run out of time. We can put something in the centre of there to cover up that. It will not be that thing. It'll be something mauve-ish. Something that I find, hang on, and here may be a small something. It's just neat. I could put that on there, that'll look good. I could glue that on, that'll look good. But there's all these other interesting things we can do with these things, so I'm going to still play with these in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I hope you come back and we'll have a look some more. Okay, talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.